It's a joy to be with you on this Wednesday, and today I'd like to look at the prophet Jeremiah. In some ways, this is a hard book to read because we see this man faithful at a very difficult time. He had been alive at the time of some glory years when Josiah was the king, but then he had to watch the downward fall of Judah to the place that the captivity came. And then he was there after the captivity and saw the people even that were left behind not obey God and then rebel against him and go to Egypt, and he had to go with them there and die there. What a difficult life. And yet he was faithful to proclaim the word, and God used him mightily, and his word was one of the main reasons why Daniel was encouraged and why the people of Israel did continue to look to the Lord, and they were able to come back into the land. And Jeremiah, in the midst of all of this, he calls upon the Lord to see all that is happening and to hear his cry. Verse 1 of chapter 12. Righteous art thou, O Lord, when I plead with thee, yet let me talk with thee of thy judgments. Wherefore doth the way of the wicked prosper? And then it goes on in that passage and others to talk about the fact that God will work. He knoweth the hearts. He knoweth the reins of the hearts, as is mentioned in chapter 11. He is working. We read in verse 20 of chapter 11, But, O Lord of hosts, that judgest righteously, that triest the reins in the heart, let me see thy vengeance on them, for unto thee have I revealed my cause. Now here's my point today. God knows what's going on. You may be very frustrated about the intrigue in Washington, and it really is frustrating. You may be very frustrated by seeing the capitulation of the entire nation to so many things that are anti-biblical, or to be intimidated, good people intimidated and not speaking out. You may be frustrated by seeing what you're seeing happen in evangelicalism, the compromise that's there, and the adopting of humanistic philosophies right within the church of the living God. Certainly you should be frustrated by that, but God knows the hearts. God is going to make it right. God is going to take all that has been done against him. He will deal with it, and he will keep his word, and he will continue to work through his remnant that are endeavoring to fulfill in our dispensation the Great Commission, and he will be with us until the end of the age. Don't worry. God knows. He knows far better than we know. In fact, we have to scratch our heads as we look at everything. He knows, and he's in control, and he's got plans. But what he is wanting is for his people to be fully yielded to his great plan so that he can further his work till he comes. And so, Christians, let God take care of the issues of our day. Yes, we need to know what's going on. Yes, we need to act appropriately as American believing citizens. But when it comes to our heart and our reactions, we need to have a sweet faith in the Lord and stay in a place that God can use us. God will work. All things will be made right. All the earth will bow before him. He told us of this awful reaction to him, and he will be in control. Let's live according to the will of God today. Fulfill the Great Commission. Let the Holy Spirit have his work, and let God do his work. And we need to let him do it through us. May God encourage our hearts with the fact that God is on the throne.